Hello, friends. Welcome back to the channel Rendezvous with Dr. Pushpendu Rakshit. It is immense pleasure to get away with the series and having different people liking it, sharing it, and subscribing it. It is indeed a nice feeling to contribute into the field of cyber awareness and creating cyber literacy through different series of awareness campaigns. Now, today, as we are all going ahead with the cyber types of cyber crimes and cyber attacks, now further, let us move today. And today we will be discussing on one of the very serious issue, and that is basically called as phishing. So when we do generally see, or when we understand, or we talk about phishing, what generally we can see, it is a very disturbing, a sort of attack, which is unknowingly at a time we are not aware of it, and we are getting in clutch of that. So phishing do play a very, devastating role into the data that we are having, the systems which we are having, and let us know more about this type of crime now. Now, to proceed, we see that we must have heard of when generally the phishing, where we could see that we are talking about like we are going to a pond and we are just using the net, or we are using we are trying to fish the fishes. Similarly, it is a pool where we could see it's a type of social engineering. That is, it is a type of crime which is done in a very big number, and where somebody is either a hacker or imposter or a cyber criminal who is trying to hack the data, who is trying to have your confidential data, your credit card number, your debit card number, and also your personal data to up to a level. Also, we see here it occurs when an attacker masquerading as a trusted entity tries to dupe your email, your instant messages, and even your text messages. So in this, generally we see that there is a huge amount of your data which you are thinking, you are feeling that it is in a secured environment, but there is somebody who at a distant place is operating, from a distant place is operating, keeping an eye on whatever the activities you are doing on your social media, as well as in general by using laptop, palm top, phablet, tablet, or systems. When the attack is basically done, this sort of attack of phishing, whenever it is done on individual, it includes unauthorized purchases, or that may be related some or the other way to the stealing of, or the data that may be that they may be using it, you are getting it from the purchase which you are making, and then stealing your fund, or even stealing your identity. So this is very risky. So whenever an individual target they look for, and we become individually victim for this sort of phishing crime, then it is a very poor situation for us. And even these attacks are also done on corporate and government networks as a part of larger attack, such as advanced persistent threat. Yeah, it is known as APT. And during this, what we generally see, the employees are asked to compromise with the data that they have, and that is all done by bypassing the security parameters, whatever the organization or the business is having. Then the malwares are distributed within the network, and the entire environment, it looks like everything is completely seized. And based on that, the entire process, I mean, the entire system is getting under hack. So there are no privileges in order to, to protect data from such an activity. We need to be very much peculiar, we need to be very much perfect in order to, if not understand, at least to protect ourselves from such a vicious crime, and that is called as phishing. So most of the time we could see that it is just like at a distant place, somebody is randomly looking into the thief, and by chance or by luck or poor luck, we can become the victim of such a crime. So it is that we need to keep all the personal data very secure, and let us now understand what are the type of phishing techniques that we are generally having. The first one that we are having is called as email phishing. Now, in this, generally what we see is that the phishing is done via email. Now, in this, what we see, the email, whenever we get a link which is from an unknown source, from an unauthorized source, it is very important that we are not in any way opening the link unless and until we find it as a trust from a trustworthy source. So they may be trying to just dupe us with the help of the emails, and that may be with different sort, like you are beneficiary of some crores of rupee for $1 million, and then we come in a very, it is greedy, so human has a greed, and based on that we just look into it, and then we fall prey as and when we start sharing all the details, either personal, bank, and others. So we need to be quite having a understanding that we are not supposed to operate such mails. Then is a spear phishing. In this, generally what is happening, it is not in general, it is not a random targeting, it is a specific targeting. So spear phishing means, it is in this we see it is either done to a specific person or a specific organization. So already it is not a multiple targeting, it is an individual or a specific targeting. So in this, it is known that this may be the organization or entity where we need to make a look, or where devastation or mar into the reputation of the business has to be taken. So this is what a specific target is made. Then comes the welling. Welling is also nothing less than that of a spear phishing. But in this, only the thing is, in this we could see that it is a process which again is trying to target very specifically to an individual. Sometimes it can be also done from an insider. Yes, from insider, the threat can also be there, and that makes the situation very worst. So this is overall we could see the different techniques that are done, and it is done in a random way, and it is from an unknown source. It is very difficult to identify, of course, because cybercrime, that is one of the basic characteristics and nature. Further taking it, we also see the smishing, or we call it vishing. In this, what generally happens, we could see that there is a voice call. Yeah. Now, in welling, we could see it may be either through instant messages. In spear phishing or email phishing, we could see it is through either email or it may be through other way. But in this smishing and vishing, here it is specifically with the help of call. You may be getting call from different people asking you the details of banking account. They may be giving you a fearful situation where they may be asking you that your card is about to expire, your all the data will get over, your amount will be in problem, and this is what your name and other details will be said, and you please share your CVV, that is credit card or debit card has the code verification value, CVV number, CVC number, which may be in 3 or 4 digit, that may be asked to share. They will be asked to share your entire detail, and by chance if you land up doing it, so then your all the things are gone. And this callers, or this sort of, when we talk about wishing call, then they know psychologically when they need to make a call. It will be always, a call will come whenever you feel that it is a busy hour, mostly probably between 10 to 4, or you may be getting it even at the late evening between 6 to 7 when you are about to return home, or in the early morning even sometime between 9 to 10 or even 10 to 4. That is a working hour, when at the peak time when you are very busy, that time you are actually targeted, where you are not in a proper mindset to understand everything, and you are in a panicking situation. Oh my god, everything will get the either expire, or everything will be in trouble, so I have to wind it up immediately. A banker is calling, I don't have to travel to bank, and I can do it from my place only by sharing data, which is very wrong. So you are not supposed to get into such mode. And the last one we are having, angular phishing. So in this, basically we could see it can be a mix of most of the method, and in this it is basically done via getting information of someone. So by chance if your information is leaked, or by chance you are sharing information from multiple different sources or at different platforms, you are not very much careful about destroying the informations which are not required. For example, whenever we are even purchasing the and generally we see that we purchase the products from online, on that also our details may be present, so we need to destroy it. So we don't do many of the times, and we just throw it, so it may be reaching to someone, and we knowingly or unknowingly we can fall a prey of that. Now further moving, we could see here that spoofed email ostensibly from, we have one example here, that is myuniversity.edu, and that is a mass distribution was done to the faculties, and then email basically claimed that your password is expiring and you need to change it. Knowingly unknowingly it is not understood, so people do not give that much of understanding, and then they land up into it. We will just see that example further, how the falsification of the websites can be done, and you need to also cross check whether it is HTTPS or only HTTP. Then we have here preventive measures. Here we see basically the vigilance is the key. We have to be very careful whenever we are on the social media. So carefulness is only one of the solution that can be seen in this scenario. Strict password management policies. We need to be very careful about the passwords. We need to keep them change 8 character, a mix of alphanumeric, special symbol, and we need to be careful while keeping it. Do not keep something which is very commonly known or somebody can identify. You need to have a good password. Then we can have two-factor authentication where OTPs, the one-time password or two-time password, they play a role. Or sometime if somebody is operating on behalf of you, then you should also get a code which may be notifying you that somebody is operating the entire thing. So that is how it can be taken care. Spoofed email illustration, let us see now. Spoofed email obviously from University of Mumbai, myuniversity.edu is having a mass distribution that we were discussing, and then where it was asked that all the passwords are changing, so faculties expire, so faculties needs to be quickly take an action and click the link. What happens next? This is the pictorial representation of such website where you could see that you may be getting such a mail, and then you also see that there may be also possibility that you are getting such a sort of link, and the moment you are clicking on the link, then you are actually in trouble. So you need to be having a cross check. Originally it was not this link. Originally it was myuniversity.edu/renewal, but that is a falsification. Originally it was myuniversity.edu renewal.com. So there is, you can see the difference between both of them. So this is what, if you are not concentrating on the differences, there can be minute change in alphabetic, there can be minute change in a number, and if you are missing it out, if you are missing out the understanding of what domain it has or not, then it is all gone. So this is what gives us an understanding that phishing is a very brutal, that is and sort of cybercrime, and in this it is done in a random. So there for unfortunately there may be some victims who may fall prey to this. I hope this video of your phishing has been quite helpful to you. So keep safe, and always whenever you are on the cyberspace, and make sure that you are not falling prey to any sort of this cyber crimes, or you are keeping your system safe, your passwords you are changing regularly, and you are using the proper firewalls or antivirus protection in order to protect your data properly. Thanks a lot for the day. Keep liking, keep sharing and subscribing. Please hit the bell icon, like the channel and spread the channel. Thank you.